Hello, I'm Elizabeth Press, and I'm a founder of D3N Labs, and I'm here today with Lasse.
Yeah, thanks, Elizabeth. My name is Lasse Kohlmeyer. I'm the project manager of the AI Service Center Berlin-Brandenburg, which is basically a third-party sponsored project that is administrated by the HPI, the Hasso Plattner Institute in Potsdam.
Lasse, you and I share a passion for AI, but we also share a frustration that we see so many AI projects failing. And this is the inspiration why I would like to come and speak at Hasso Plattner Institute. I've been in the Berlin tech scene for almost 10 years. And before that, I was at Dell for 5 years and I managed a lot of predictive analytics and machine learning projects at Dell. And before Dell, I was in consulting, mostly in financial risk management and strategy. I worked in Germany, in Dubai, in Sweden, and the United States. And what I noticed about the Berlin tech scene is that I met so many amazing and intelligent people. The teams I managed were great and we achieved a lot. However, I have noticed that overall, the projects that I saw in big tech in the United States were on average, a little bit more advanced in terms of the analytics and the technology that were actually implemented on scale, and also in terms of the stakeholders who were able to take these new innovations and use them in actual business. And this got me thinking, why is it so difficult in Germany? And in Berlin in particular. But part of the reason is that in Germany, data is really put in the IT department or with engineering, whereas in the United States and in other countries, data is called business intelligence, and it's seen as the use of data to inform the work of marketeers, of the finance department, and of the general operations of the company. So I think that when deploying these technologies in the United States, a lot of the stakeholders are actually the data people themselves, or they're very knowledgeable and appreciative of these technologies, and they already have in their head where these technologies can be used in their business. Can you please tell me about your background and how you got so involved in artificial intelligence?
Thanks for that question. So I have a background in natural language processing. So I'm actually was in 2013 kind of interested in how to connect machines or computer with human language. And back then there wasn't AI as this term in the context it is used in the moment, not really a thing. So back 2013, the term word embeddings was coined, but I think that's deep learning had a new success by having more hardware or better hardware resources, better or more GPU power available. Guess the terms change now, and AI is in the moment much more than natural language processing. So, and what worries me in the moment is that AI applications, AI problems, and the solution really require a lot of resources and many different terms. So AI requires a lot of data usage. So the availability of data, it has high costs usually related to financial costs for companies, for example. It has also high costs for our planet, basically. And it's even worse if then an AI project fails. Yeah. For that reason, I'm really interested in the question why AI projects or ideas can fail, because it should be our interest that these are as much successful as possible. What do you think is a possible cause of this failure, actually?
Yeah, well, I've noticed that there is a whole lot of AI FOMO, fear of missing out in Germany and elsewhere. And especially in Germany, there's the sense that the country has fallen behind other countries such as the United States and China. What I see a lot of companies really jumping to do AI, they just have to do something AI. And what happens is data is already a very technical discipline in this country. And of course, AI has this whole cool hype thing to it as well. So who gets AI projects? It's usually young, quote unquote, innovative engineers or other very technical people who are given the task to do something cool with AI to show that AI works or to get people excited in the company for AI. But it's often not linked to strategy or an actual problem that the company is having. And the problem starts right there because it's seen as some like cool, shiny thing that you tell investors or that you show your shareholders in some investor presentation. What should be the case is that AI, because it's a very expensive and very long-term involved investment, for all the reasons you said, AI should be treated as a strategic project or a large infrastructure project, like so many other sort of projects. And there should be professional project management. There should be budgeting oversight, because a lot of sort of tiger teams that are responsible for AI proof of concepts also don't have experience in controlling budgets, or they don't have the knowledge how they could control the cost of AI. And I think that if you have the professional project management, what you could achieve is that there'd be better communication with the stakeholders, that the cost would be managed, and that, of course, you'd be able to get interdisciplinary teams so that all the different aspects, such as usability, as design, budgeting, would be able to be taken into account in these projects. And that's really not the case in many implementations that I see here. That people don't realize that AI is not a one-time off thing that you could just pay for and it works. Actually, you have to readjust how your company functions, and that there's a whole cost of ownership for AI, and this needs to be budgeted in as well. And also your organization has to have an operational capacity and maturity to be able to handle AI. And of course, the data quality and governance and all of that. So it's hard to pull off. It's really hard. And it's not something that you just do to keep up with everyone else. What have you been seeing?
So I can clearly confirm your observation regarding the fear of missing out. I sometimes have the feeling that some possible clients are just want to rebuild an already implemented existing technical solution. And of course, this is not really innovative yet. It's just an adaptation for own use cases. And I guess this is a kind of a good business model for the actual for the people that build the solution first. Yeah, allowing some adaptation here. But I see that AI is also kind of a really buzzword now, and some problems should be solved with AI because AI is a buzzword, not because AI is the best possible solution for it. And this is something we really want to avoid. So on the other hand, we can see many barriers or hurdles like knowledge barriers or skill barriers that basically hinder people in first thinking about which is a possible or which is a great AI project, and second, that prevent them from actually implementing them. So another hurdle, of course, is regulations like the EU AI Act or the EU Data Act. So in this sense, the government has to deal with the fact that we now have a kind of maybe disruptive technology and tries to bring them into some regulations. And this usually creates then some confusions on the people that have to deal with it every day, or for the people that want to make a living out of it. Yeah, I think we need to address these hurdles somehow. Yeah, so all kind of these hurdles. So the knowledge hurdles, or the knowledge barriers, and the skill barriers, and the other barriers. So I really think that we need to address these hurdles in order to utilize the full potential we have here in Germany. So what do you think are the potentials we have?
I think that Germany has a huge chance with AI. Germany is a country that has a rich industrial history. It has excellent logistics, and also Germany has excellent educational institutions, such as the Hasso Plattner Institute. I think what Germany is missing is the means to take that heritage and all the data that is in that heritage and bring it to the market in something that is excellent and usable for everyone in the world. Germany has traditionally been the export nation, so it definitely has that knowledge and that connectivity to be able to create something great out of the data it has and bring it to the world. But Germany also needs to change the way it works in many ways. I think that when I look at a lot of the sort of strategies and visions, I see tactics. But what I'm not seeing is what Germany should become and what is the whole vision of Germany that we're all working for. And a lot of countries have been able to make huge leaps in technology in times in their history where the people did come together for a cause. And those technologies were made not for the sake of those technologies, but to solve some problem. It might have been a threat. It might have been some obstacle, to overcome poverty or whatever. And I think that Germany has to think about how they could create a more inclusive culture, which includes interdisciplinary culture. It includes being more opportunity driven with people, and also a more inclusive culture of people who are not maybe the same type of people who have been always working in Germany in German companies. So I think that those are big challenges, but I think that there's huge amounts of opportunity in this country. And how about you? What do you see as a chance?
Well, I see a great chance also in these problems we have. So a great opportunity in learning from all these failures of AI projects. But yeah, this requires also some reflection of the reasons for the failure. Yeah, I guess you already mentioned some reasons, but I'm really looking forward to our talk at HBI, where we'll go a bit more into detail into the reasons. And because I really think I can learn a lot from my own personal work, and maybe really I have also a strong belief that this is really useful for basically anyone else who is working in the area of AI. Yeah. So for that reason, thank you for this invitation and also coming to HBI.
Yes, thank you. I'm looking forward as well.